So Classica Poskiego, I hope I pronounced it right, says also during the conversation, it says, hello sir, hello dear, my name is Dennis from UK, 24 years old. Hello Dennis, I have a question. He says, I have problems with talking to older men. I don't understand. Are you a man or a woman? My name is Dennis. It's a man's name, but I'm just trying to put it all together properly. I have a question. I have problems with talking to older men. Maybe I read the rest of the question. I feel as if they don't find things I have to say interesting. Okay. Classic, I understand. Yeah, I think I understand where you're coming from. Before you helped with more information. Yeah, I think your problem is about the fact that because they're older, you have a problem thinking that they would take you seriously and be cordial enough. You're talking about human-to-human relationship. It's not about any other kind of a relationship. I understand that. So let me read the question. It says, I have problem with talking to older men. It feels as if they don't find things I have to say interesting. Also during the conversation, me and person I talk to, I get nervous and it seems like they want to end the conversation as soon as possible. It happens only when I talk to men who are 15 plus years older than me. How old are you? 24. All right. Look, you get nervous because you're trying to get affirmation from people. You're trying to get affirmation and confirmation about who you are, how valuable you are, that you have become mature, because you seem to always somehow, maybe in your family or wherever it is that you're, however you experience in your job or your family perhaps, all your childhood or your teenage life, you've always tried to prove yourself and defend yourself and trying to show that your words are wise and thoughtful and thought through, and maybe your siblings or your uncle or your, I don't know, father or mother always somehow did not treat that your recommendations or your input as important or as valuable as their own or the other members of the family, or somehow to your brothers or to your parents you always had to prove yourself or defend yourself and trying to prove to them that you are worthy, because that is a part of the conditioning that we all receive ever since childhood from the family, friends, school, teachers, wherever we go, that we try to show that we are more than what we are, that we are informed, that we are valuable, that we are worthy. And we have learned and been conditioned that that comes about only if others express their opinions about us in favorable manner. So we're always in pursuit of getting that confirmation, that affirmation from people's opinion about us. So we're willing to do whatever, and it becomes so important for them to agree with us for something that we say, in order for us to feel good about ourselves, that yes, we are mature, yes, we are being considered as part of the society. But who gives a fuck? Who are these people 15 years or 20 years or 30 years older than you that you think they actually know it all, or they actually know much more than you do, or they deserve to be in a position, to be given a position to judge you and give you an opinion, that opinion would make or break you, or that opinion makes you validated or not validated? Who gave them that power? You did. On what basis? On the basis of your conditioning, that you would only know about how you are, who you are, how valuable you are, by the opinion of the people about you outside. From outside, they're going to tell you who you are. That's bullshit. You will tell who you are by the things that you accomplish in your life, the things that you achieve in your life, how you treat people, what you accomplish, how you achieve your goals, the things that you want to make out of yourself, how you research, how you develop yourself, the things you learn about your own psyche, who you are, what you are. Not based on opinion of people. People's opinion is not a currency for your value. We have learned and been conditioned to think that the currency for our value is people's opinion. So we're running around like everything else, trying to make more money. So we're trying to get other opinions, other people's opinions favorable to us, because that makes us more valuable, because that's currency. Please agree with me. So I'm going to just do whatever you want, say whatever you want, just try to, agree with you so you will agree with me. None of that shit. Fuck that. Say what you want to say, having researched what you want to say to have foundation of scientific or actual proof that you have studied this and you're expressing that. And whether they agree or not, who gives a shit? When you're talking to these people, do not right away, before you know who they are, what their background is, and interact with you, give them the courtesy of that they already are better than you, more knowledgeable than you. They're just older. That's all. There are lots of people go through life, they're born like a donkey and live as an ass. And they're as old as they get, but they still don't know shit. Age doesn't bring necessarily wisdom and, scientific knowledge or knowledge. It's what you have done in that age. Have you studied? Have you reviewed things? Have you researched things? Have you tried to learn things? Have you pondered? Then plus age, then it means something. But just because somebody is older than you, that doesn't necessarily mean he's wiser or more informed. Or you have to impress them, so you get that brownie point of value, then you feel confirmed. Somebody 15 years older than me agreed with me, so I must be really genius. What about if the guy's an asshole? Is a loser, no education, no nothing, agreed with you. So who agreed with you? Some idiot. It's like somebody who doesn't know play piano, and you play a little piano, and the guy from the street says, "Oh, you play very well," and then suddenly say, "Oh yes, I am. Thank you. I must be a real good player." But the guy doesn't even know what piano is. He can't even play a note. But her view about it, or his view about it, suddenly makes you feel what? Or what if you are like, you play a little piano, a good piano, but the guy really plays a shitty piano, but he comes and tells you, "Oh, you play very shitty." And you say, "Oh shit, I must be playing shitty because this guy said so." Who is that guy? How well does he play? Have you figured that out? Or just because he's older than you and he happens to know how to play piano a little bit, suddenly makes you inferior to his skill of playing piano because it's an opinion coming from outside. You should learn the opinion of people coming from outside does not determine your worth and value or affirmation, who you are, how much you're worth, how good or bad you are. Your accomplishments, the way you deal with people and you affect people and how you're expert in whatever you do is what sets the tone for your value and who you are and what you're all about. You gotta understand this. The guy is 40 years old and you're 24. So what the fuck does mean? Does that mean? Nothing. Maybe the guy went through life like an ass, like an idiot. Didn't accomplish anything, learn anything, and now his age suddenly makes you, wanting his affirmation, and that one makes you nervous talking to them. Why? I don't care if the guy is Einstein. You stand in front of Einstein, as long as you're polite and you want to learn, you recognize that the man is a genius in what he's learned. What's there to be nervous? You're there, and he's helping you. He hasn't disrespected you. So what's there to be nervous? You want to talk. But the fact that you want to impress them to get that brownie point, to get their agreement, that they have a good image of you in their mind, which is a condition from childhood, that you have to have other people like you. You have to have other people to think and tell you, there, you're a good boy. Then I'm a good boy. You're conditioned to respond to that. That's what makes you nervous to begin with. But get that out. Say, I don't need their opinion for me to feel how I feel about myself. The actuality and reality of who I am. And then you'll just talk to them. If you learned something, great. If you didn't, it doesn't matter. You didn't. But don't ever give them the whole credit of they're better than me because they're older than me. Why? I know lots of old people that haven't made a jack out of themselves in their whole life. And they came like an ass and they're going to die like a donkey and no change. So, are they better than you? On what basis? If you understand all these, you'll be fine. And lastly, if you're nervous about any kind of a group that you're talking to, just imagine all of them naked. Suddenly you start laughing. So, oh, they're just human beings. They're no bigger and better than me. They have the same shortcomings, same problems, and so they got to cover themselves. And now I can see their reality is just, big belly like this or like that, sitting, and they're naked or in their shorts. And you laugh at it, and then they're not so important in your mind anymore, and you won't be nervous. That's the last straw, if nothing else that I talked about too, about this here works for you. All right, now let's go to Foil Grim Timmy.